Foolish the doctor who despises the knowledge acquired by the ancients. The greatest medicine of all is teaching people how not to need it. If someone wishes for good health, one must first ask oneself if he is ready to do away with the reasons for his illness. Only then is it possible to help him. Illnesses do not come upon us out of the blue. They are developed from small daily sins against nature. When enough sins have accumulated, illnesses will suddenly appear. Make a habit of two things: to help, or at least to do no harm. Our food should be our medicine, and our medicine should be our food. There is one common flow, one common breathing. All things are in sympathy. If you are not your own doctor, you are a fool. Health is the greatest of human blessings. All disease starts in the gut. The natural healing force within each one of us is the greatest force in getting well. The physician treats, but nature heals. It's far more important to know what person the disease has than what disease the person has. Leave your drugs in the chemist's pot if you can heal the patient with food. Wherever the art of medicine is loved, there is also a love of humanity. Just as food causes chronic disease, it can be the most powerful cure. It is more important to know the person who has the condition than it is to know the condition the person has. Anyone wishing to study medicine must master the art of massage. To really know is science. To merely believe you know is ignorance. Each of the substances of a man's diet acts upon his body and changes it in some way, and upon these changes his whole life depends. Walking is a man's best medicine. A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician. The function of protecting and developing health must rank even above that of restoring it when it is impaired. If we could give every individual the right amount of nourishment and exercise, not too little and not too much, we would have found the safest way to health. Cure sometimes, treat often, comfort always. Primum non nocere, first do no harm. Get knowledge of the spine, for this is the requisite for many diseases. The way to health is to have an aromatic bath and a scented massage every day. We must turn to nature itself, to the observations of the body, in health and in disease, to learn the truth. Sleep and watchfulness, both of them, when immoderate, constitute disease. Prayer indeed is good, but while calling on the gods, a man should himself lend a hand. The wise man should consider that health is the greatest of human blessings. Let food be your medicine. Healing in a matter of time, but it is sometimes also a matter of opportunity. Wine is an appropriate article for mankind, both for the healthy body and for the ailing man. Your food shall be your remedies, and your remedies shall be your foods. Declare the past, diagnose the present, foretell the future. Practice these acts as to diseases. Make a habit of two things: to help, or at least to do no harm. There are in fact two things, science and opinion. The former begets knowledge, the latter ignorance. All excesses are inimical to nature. It is safer to proceed a little at a time, especially when changing from one regimen to another. Some patients, though conscious that their condition is perilous, recover their health simply through their contentment with the goodness of the physician. When in sickness, look to the spine first. Those diseases which medicines do not cure, iron cures. Those which iron cannot cure, fire cures. And those which fire cannot cure are to be reckoned wholly incurable. The human soul develops up to the time of death. Silence is not only never thirsty, but also never brings pain or sorrow. Old people have fewer diseases than the young, but their diseases never leave them. He who wishes to be a surgeon should go to war. Sometimes give your services for nothing. And he will manage the cure best who has foreseen what is to happen from the present state of matters. The physician must have at his command a certain ready wit, as dourness is repulsive both to the healthy and the sick. Whenever a doctor cannot do good, he must be kept from doing harm. Life is short, our long opportunity fleeting, experiment uncertain, and judgment difficult.